feel like you're trapped at your current job and you're going nowhere fast and you've been there too long, are you not where you want to be in your career? Do you feel like it's your job you are a bunny hop jackrabbit fool? Well, if you feel like all those things and more, today we have a lifeline. That is right, a lifeline with Lashell of Resume Chic. She's also a sponsor to my channel. Lashell, what is going on?
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. What's going on right now, Lee? Insider. Resume Chic. Resumes. During quarantine.
During quarantine, and you are doing it, Lashell.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, and your background is synced,
You.
the hair wrap, the boss earrings. No, because you a boss, you got your own business.
Thank you. Thank you.
Many people do not know this. Why is a resume important? Like, why do we even need a resume? Because the only time most people look at it is applying for a job.
A resume is your blueprint. It's your professional representation on paper. It's like you're in a crowded room, you're trying to be recognized. You have to highlight your attributes, and it's a professional form of expressing who you are on paper to that recruiter, to that hiring manager.
Now, why should you use a resume chick?
Results, boo. Uh,
Little.
Seriously, boo. But you're not going to get a boring, generic resume. It's full of authenticity. Your resume will be applicant tracking system ready. Applicant tracking system is the automation that some of the bigger companies use before a human even gets to touch it. So we highlight that resume catered to the individual with keywording optimization. So whatever that position or career that you're after, the system will pick it up and you're more likely to be recognized or called for an interview. And in addition to that, sometimes it's like the determination factor. If you even get a call back or a job offer, um, they may not remember you after seeing and talking to 20 or 30 people, but they'll see a nice, clean, visual, good looking resume.
Okay, you better let people know. Now, this is something I always want to know, and I've seen different kind of resumes. Um, what are some things, and I'm gonna roll out some scenarios because I've
Okay.
seen resumes.
Okay.
Um, like for job history, a lot of people put different kind of things. So this is a scenario I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
And it's short-term jobs because they might want to list every single job they've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Make 2 months as a Big Mac Tech One. Wendy's 2 weeks as a Frosty technician. And we always know that Frosty machine is always down,
Waste
baby.
not working. Can I get a frosty, please?
No, the machine is down and y'all just opened up.
The
Um,
machine broke.
bro, and y'all just opened the restaurant. They don't do right. Chuck E. Cheese, 2 days as Chucky the Rats, and I've personally heard this one. Kroger's 2 hours as a buggy pusher. Should we be putting that kind of stuff on our resume, Lachelle?
No. Uh, if it's not a year or longer, and if it's not relevant to what you're going after, you don't have to list it. A trick to that in your skills, 9 times out of 10, you've probably done it somewhere else. We could list it in a different way. But if you hadn't been there 6 months or at least a full year, it's not relevant.
Okay. That's what y'all need to listen to. This is the professional telling y'all. Now,
Oh,
for education, I know a lot of people like to stand out, and let's just roll through these scenarios for education because it's not even completed education. Leisure Curl Hot Perm School Hair Academy, and then they might list a reason. One semester, I was going through some things. I couldn't get it together. CNA class, not even a real school, but the class. 2 weeks shy of getting my certification, I had a baby, but I'm going back. Okay. And Little Dreamers truck driving school, I went to jail, but when my stuff like that,
We want to list accomplished things, things that have been finished when it's said and done. But yeah, we don't want to list things that's in the process. You can touch on that in the interview, but we definitely want to list accomplished education, accomplished um, certifications.
right, done stuff.
Yeah.
Now, Resume Chick offers interview prep sessions. How can this help us?
Interview prep sessions are game changers. Just say for anyone that's been on a job for a really long time, you never know how off your skills are because interviews change. And like now, it's a lot of virtual things going on. We touch on character traits, body language, what to say, how to say it. You got to go in there and woo that interviewer. Um, you can kind of look at it as like a test. Some people aren't good test takers. You can be qualified, you know everything you need to know, but when you get in that interview, you're under pressure, you're stressing, anxiety, and it's the perfect prep to brush those skills up.
Okay. How does signing up for job alerts help us? I saw that you posted that on your page.
Yeah, job alerts is like an accountability partner. You're getting those alerts to keep you abreast of what's out there and what's available. It's like somebody's tapping you on your shoulder several times a day. Hey, this is here, this is there. It lets you know what's out there. Like it's just really like an accountability partner or a reminder.
Mm, okay.
And you can
Now,
filter for what you're looking for. Um, from state to state. I mean, it's really helpful. It's helpful.
do you think people should like put their resumes like on Indeed, and I think Hot Jobs is one people used to use. Do you think people still should do that?
I do. I'm not opposed to it. I'm a believer of any and all outlets. Whatever's out there, do it. Get your name out there. Um, with that being said, I'm still old school. I definitely believe in applying on that company's website as well. You can do it boom, boom. I mean, you can do it here, there, multiple times.
Now, this one is real important because I see a lot of people um make statements, right? Do you think people should list the companies that they work for on social media like Facebook? I'll see people have, the job, the company listed, and then they might say whatever and
Mhm.
screenshotting the job. Do you think people should do that?
I think it would definitely or could definitely come back to bite you. The only way I would is if it's added value to your career stance. If it's going to help you in your career and what you have going on professionally, go for it. Otherwise, no.
Okay. Now, you also offer other services, not just for us that's trying to advance, that's trying to move up in the world, but you offer services to employers, to businesses. Tell us about that.
Right. Growing up, my dad, my uncle, we had and have a lot of small business owners and entrepreneurs, and I would see him trying to do everything. Daddy, you don't know how to do a proposal. Sit back, but it can be a lot and overwhelming. So to cater to those small businesses and not try to charge, buku, but definitely as a help. business proposal, business letters, verifications, jobs, reference letters, just little small things like that. Because just say you have a trucking company, and I'm just thinking about my dad because that's what he had, dump truck services, and he had workers, and 9 times out of 10 they're not into the clerical side of things. And I think that's a very vital part, especially now, in 2020. And it was developed to help the small businesses and the contractors.
We need that, so y'all be sure to hit Lashell up for that. Now, what made you say, okay, like I want to do my own thing? What made you come up with Resume Chic? What made you come up with the services? Because you're not just doing resumes. What made you do it?
Okay. During the pandemic, we had a lot of time on our hands, but out of all honesty and seriousness, I had actually been doing it, and I'm honestly gonna say possibly like 10 years. And I just thought about it. I said, just go public and go legal with it. But it was definitely a chance to get my people on their professional game. You'll be surprised at some people that don't have a resume, and some people that have a resume and what's actually on it. And it's like education, it's like growing, it's learning, it's bridging the gaps, but definitely a connection with my culture and the motivation for my culture, but diversity inclusive.
Go, Shell. What future things do you have planned for your company? Anything new coming up? Because I know you're still building it, but you've been doing this for a long time. But what else do you have planned?
Yeah, there are going to be some new things coming up, so watch out.
Okay. So where can they get in contact with you for all services, resumes, businesses that need you? How can they reach
Okay. Facebook, I'm Resume Chic LLC. On IG, I'm underscore Resume Chic LLC. You can shoot me an email at resumechick2020 at gmail.com. And I have a website that's coming not soon enough, but so soon.
you? Okay, and just the FYI is going to be listed in this description box. Just click on that triangle down there. Her information will be listed. Also, Shell is one of my sponsors for my channel. Her information will always be listed. Let's support Black owned businesses, and let's give it up for Lashell because she is dope.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you, Lashell. I'm
I'm
so proud.
proud of you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
You're doing.
So it's not but one more thing left to say, and Lashell is gonna help me with that. Are you ready, Lashell?
I'm ready.
We've talked the
Talk
talk.
the talk.
Now it's time to walk
Walk
the walk.
the walk. Boo boo. Thank you
That's
so
it.
much. Thank you.
Y'all be sure to subscribe, share, like, and comment below. Adios, amigos. Thank
Bye
you,
bye,
Lashell.
baby. Thank you.